What's up, everybody? 2216 just finished. We're in 2217 right now. Some really awesome updates for you, new drivers. We got some numbers, and then we have a really special event that Brave Freight sponsored last week. Can't wait to share the details. Hey, welcome back, everybody. So the vision of Brave Freight is to provide owner-operators and fleet owners with a simple turnkey solution to a scalable trucking company. So what does that mean? That means that whether you're an owner-operator or a fleet owner, or you want to be a fleet owner as an owner-operator, Brave Freight is here to help you, support you in that journey and grow your business with a level of reproducibility, if that's a word, where you can really trust the process and what we're doing. So really excited about what we're doing here at Brave Freight. Last week, actually earlier this week, Brave Freight had the opportunity to sponsor, be the title sponsor for the Justice Reform Golf Tournament. The Justice Reform is a nonprofit organization that is building residences for women who are being rescued out of sex trafficking and sex slavery. America is the #1 consumer of humanity. There's more people in slavery now than there's ever been before in the history of the world. Texas is the #2 consumer of purchasing humans, right behind California at #1. And I think that stat just flipped and Texas is #1. So obviously, I think that's incredibly wicked. I don't think that there's one person watching this now that wouldn't agree. And Brave Freight was able to title sponsor that event. In fact, we did it with one of our owner-operators, Kevin Devrell, who drove for us for a very long time, and recently his wife got sick. He got off the road. He sold us a truck. Ryan Barnes and I purchased one of the trucks that we're leasing to one of the owner-operators, helping him grow his fleet. Larry Booz, reaching out to you. But he actually put $20,000 of the sale of that truck, and he donated it to the Justice Reform. And the day that we decided to sponsor that event in his family's name was actually the day that his wife had passed. We had no idea of it until after we made this decision. So over $130,000 was raised for the Justice Reform and for the Justice Residences. It was an absolutely incredible event. And in the future, if you want to participate in helping rescue women and children from sex trafficking, we'll make sure that opportunity is available for you. Let's welcome some new drivers first. So we have a couple new drivers that we want to welcome. Gregory Dernis and Rodolfo Zuninga. So great to have the both of you as part of the Brave Freight team. It's going to be an awesome year and an awesome future for you. Last week's top 5 drivers. So coming in at number 5, the driver dispatcher duo, we have Mickey Morrison and Guy Newman. Great job, the two of you, $8,770. Coming in at number 4, $9,400 is Matthew Jones and Amanda Rose. Awesome work, $9,400, super strong. Coming in at number 3, $9,850, Brandon Welch and Kaylee Wright. Awesome work, Brandon. You're a beast, man. So great to see you in the top 5. And Kaylee, great work helping out your driver. Coming in at number 2 at $10,550. It is an owner-operator with a driver combo who has a fleet owner, we'll say that. Albert Barba and driver Pedro Ocasio and Chastity Sayers, $10,550. And coming in number 1, whopping $18,500, Charles Celestine and Matt Wood. Incredible, incredible, incredible job. We're going to talk about how Charles got to those crazy numbers in just a minute. All right, let's hop into the 7K Club. Those of you that know me know that this is one of my favorite stats, because if you're making 7K every week, then you are having a solid opportunity here, and you're taking advantage of the opportunity you have. So coming in, this is much smaller than usual Easter week, last week, as you remember. So we're really glad to see so many of you being able to go home and enjoy that time with your family. But coming in number 10, Gregory Dernis. Oh, first week out, great job, $7,200, Greg. Awesome work. Number 9, 9, Angel Artilla. Number 8, Efrain Porres, good work, sir. Number 7, Mark Morel, wonderful. 6, Mason Serreris, I know another quote-unquote new kid to the block. Great work on that one, Mason. Number 5, now we're in our top 5 again, Mickey Morrison, Matthew Jones, Brandon Welch, Albert Barbot, and Pedro Ocasio, and Charles Celestine. So great work Easter week. You guys are putting up some big numbers and swinging for the fences. So great job. And now we'll hop into some numbers for last week. So total miles last week, 150,057 miles. Solid deadhead again, 107. And the average line haul last week was 894. So we're up almost 80 miles, about 10% on the average line haul miles. The total gross revenue, so some revenue stats last week, $261,532.20. Solid holiday week, $250,000 in the bank. Great work to all of you. The weekly individual gross average, so again, this is if you took a load last week on average, this is what you grossed, $5,230.64. I can't stress it enough. You know, this is one thing, like most all things, is you get out of it what you put into it. And although we enjoy rest and we promote rest, you know, if the wheels aren't, turning, then money's not earning, right? So balance that work life well, and you guys are gonna kill it out on the road. Again, $5,200 average. So highest grossing driver we know was the 18.5. We'll talk about that again in a minute and how that's working. And then our lowest grossing driver was $1,000. So just some dollar per mile averages. Average dollar per mile, $2.49 last week, a little bit lower than average. I think some of that has to do again with people being home for the holiday weekend and missing out on some of those higher paying loads. And then the lowest dollar per mile, 27 cents. And then the highest dollar per mile is $7.19. I don't imagine that 27 cent a mile went too far. It probably was a power only load that we looked at. So we'll probably have to figure out a way to filter that out of the stats. So great job, everybody. Round of applause. You guys are awesome. You guys are killing it. So as we transition out, we saw Charles Celestine last week throw up $18,500. We've talked a lot about the market and what's happening in this transition. One thing that we're seeing across the board is that construction and building is still white hot right now. I know especially in areas like Texas and Florida, where people are flocking to these states because of their low taxes and because of just their overall patriotism and freedom. People are flooding these states, and there are not enough houses to support the demand of people moving to these states. So construction is white hot. So what we've found is that flatbed freight is much higher than van and reefer freight right now. And even on top of that, RGN, removable gooseneck, oversized, overweight, overdimensioned, this freight is through the roof. So Charles is running RGN. We're gonna have to start to break out some of those numbers so we can have a fair competition. But Charles threw down 18.5 last week, running 1 or 2 loads because of that RGN trailer. So it's a bit more expensive to run that business. Obviously over-dimensioned, puts a little bit more strain on the truck, and it takes a little bit more professionality on the driver's part to be able to make it all happen, but making bank. I mean, these guys will take home, $8, $9, $10, $12, $13,000, just depending on fuel and permits, expenses and stuff like that, but overall are making several times more than what a regular van is taking home. So, but again, mo money, mo responsibilities, mo money, mo problems, however you want to look at it. It's definitely an opportunity to make more, but there's a little bit more responsibility that's on the line too. So if you are interested in hauling a flatbed, in hauling an RGN trailer, there's opportunity for you all to be able to do that, and we'd love to walk you through it. Reach out to your team coordinator, either Matthew Wood or Hannah Ellis, or reach out to Ryan Barnes, again, all on Slack. They'll be the best way for you to reach them. And then we'll go through what it takes, to be able to pull those numbers home. So you guys are awesome. We've got some really neat stuff coming down the pipeline. I don't want to belabor this video and talk about it too much, but really, really cool stuff coming down the pipeline for you. We're really focusing on our driver experience, how we can enhance Brave Freight for you as an owner-operator and as a fleet owner. We really do genuinely care about you and your families and your businesses.